birthright, blessing. These words, etched in the very fabric of ancient history, carry the weight of a betrayal so profound, so devastating, that its echoes still resonate through the ages. We speak not of a clash of armies, nor of a king's treachery, but of a wound inflicted within the heart of a family, a betrayal that tore apart the very bonds of brotherhood. Tonight, we delve into the shadowed story of Jacob and Esau, a tale of stolen inheritance, shattered trust, and the enduring consequences of deceit. The story begins in the cradle, in the womb of Rebekah, where twins wrestled, their destinies intertwined, yet forever at odds. Esau, the firstborn, emerged ruddy and hairy, a man of the wild, a hunter, a man of the field. Jacob, his brother, followed, his hand grasping Esau's heel, a foreshadowing of the struggle that was to come. Even in their mother's womb, they were locked in a battle for dominance, a primal struggle for the blessings of their father, Isaac, and the promise of their lineage. As they grew, their differences became more pronounced. Esau, the favored son of Isaac, was a man of action, a man of the outdoors, his strength and skill prized by his father. Jacob, the favored son of Rebekah, was a man of the tents, a man of quiet contemplation, his cunning and intellect nurtured by his mother. Esau, the hunter, provided for the family, his strength visible for all to see. Jacob, the planner, stayed close to his mother, learning the secrets of the household and the subtle art of influence. One day, Esau returned from the hunt, exhausted and famished. The aroma of a savory stew wafted from Jacob's tent, a tempting promise of sustenance. Esau, in his desperation, pleaded with Jacob for a taste. Jacob, ever the opportunist, saw his chance. "Sell me your birthright," he demanded, his voice deceptively casual. Esau, driven by immediate hunger, dismissed the long-term consequences. "Look, I am about to die," he scoffed. "What good is a birthright to me?" And so, for a bowl of lentil stew, Esau, the firstborn, traded away his inheritance, the promise of his future, and the blessing of his father. A moment of weakness, a fleeting hunger, a decision made in haste. These were the seeds of Esau's downfall. He had despised his birthright, treated it as something of little value, and in doing so, he had sealed his fate. But the betrayal did not end there. It was merely the opening act in a drama of deception and stolen blessings. Isaac, now old and blind, sensed his mortality. He desired to bestow the final blessing upon his firstborn son, Esau. Rebekah, knowing her husband's preference and ever loyal to Jacob, overheard the conversation. She devised a plan, a scheme so cunning, so audacious, that it would forever alter the course of their family. She instructed Jacob to disguise himself as Esau, to deceive his father, and to steal the blessing that was rightfully his brother's. Jacob, though hesitant, obeyed his mother's command. He donned Esau's clothes, covered his hands with goatskins to mimic his brother's hairy arms, and approached his father's bedside. Isaac, his senses dulled by age, was deceived by the disguise. He felt the goatskins, smelled the familiar scent of Esau's garments, and heard the voice of his supposed firstborn. "Come near, so that I may feel you, my son, to know whether you are really my son Esau or not," Isaac said, his voice weak. Jacob approached, and Isaac, convinced by the deception, placed his hands upon his head and bestowed the blessing. "May God give you heaven's dew and earth's richness, an abundance of grain and new wine. May nations serve you and people bow down to you. Be Lord over your brothers, and may the sons of your mother bow down to you. May those who curse you be cursed, and those who bless you be blessed." 2 moments later, Esau returned, his heart filled with anticipation, his hands laden with the game he had hunted for his father. But when he discovered the deception, when he realized that his blessing had been stolen, his cry of anguish echoed through the tent, a sound that pierced the very soul. "Bless me, me too, my father," he cried, his voice filled with despair. But it was too late. The blessing had been given, and it could not be revoked. Esau's rage turned to hatred, a burning desire for revenge. "Will you take away my blessing?" he demanded, his voice trembling with fury. "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? This is the second time he has taken advantage of me. He took my birthright, and now he's taken my blessing." The seeds of animosity were sown, and the brothers were forever divided. Rebekah, fearing Esau's wrath, urged Jacob to flee, to seek refuge with her brother Laban in Haran. Jacob, his heart heavy with guilt and fear, obeyed his mother's command, leaving behind his family, his home, and the brother he had betrayed. His journey was a flight from justice, a consequence of his deception, a testament to the enduring power of family betrayal. Jacob's journey was not merely a physical one. It was a journey into the depths of his own conscience, a confrontation with the consequences of his actions. He carried with him the weight of his deception, the burden of his brother's hatred, and the uncertainty of his future. The sunset cast long shadows across the desolate landscape, mirroring the darkness that had settled in his soul. The darkness deepened as Jacob journeyed, each step a heavy reminder of his transgression. He slept under the vast, indifferent sky, the stars seeming to mock his solitude. Dreams haunted him, filled with Esau's anguished cries and his father's bewildered gaze. He wrestled with guilt, a relentless adversary more formidable than any man he had ever faced. In Haran, Jacob sought refuge with Laban, his mother's brother, hoping to find solace and a new beginning. But even there, the shadow of his past pursued him. Laban, a master of deception himself, saw in Jacob an opportunity, a chance to exploit his nephew's skills and desperation. Jacob, yearning for family and acceptance, worked diligently, tending Laban's flocks, his labor a form of penance, a way to atone for his sins. He fell in love with Rachel, Laban's younger daughter, her beauty a beacon in his desolate existence. For 7 years, he toiled, driven by his love, only to be tricked by Laban, who gave him Leah, Rachel's older sister, in marriage. The deceit stung, a bitter reminder of his own treachery. Yet he continued to work, enduring another 7 years for Rachel, his love a testament to his resilience and his determination to find redemption. Years passed, filled with labor, family, and the constant echo of his past. Jacob's wealth grew, but his heart remained burdened. He knew he could not remain in Haran forever. The time had come to face his past, to confront the brother he had wronged. He prepared to return to Canaan, to the land of his fathers, to the brother he had so deeply betrayed. As he approached his homeland, fear gripped him. He sent messengers ahead, hoping to appease Esau and soften his anger. But the news they brought filled him with dread. Esau was coming to meet him, accompanied by 400 men. The thought of Esau's wrath, of the retribution he deserved, filled him with terror. That night, alone and vulnerable, Jacob wrestled with a mysterious figure, a struggle that lasted until dawn. It was a battle not of flesh and blood, but of spirit and soul. He wrestled with his past, his fears, and his very identity. And in that struggle, he was transformed. He emerged limping, his hip dislocated, but his spirit renewed. He was given a new name, Israel, meaning he who struggles with God, a symbol of his transformation, his acceptance of his past, and his commitment to a new future. The next day, he faced Esau, and what he found was not the vengeful brother he had feared, but a man transformed, a man of forgiveness. Esau ran to meet him, embracing him, weeping tears of reconciliation. The brothers, once divided by hatred, were reunited by grace. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Join us as we continue to delve into the depths of these ancient stories.